the gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 10 Lobo. Bravo.
Mark 55, Mark 55. It's a party now.
Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Mike.
180.
Mike. You run.
Mayfield on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That's how we do it, baby.
Hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his man, Boyd. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Alert, alert! Hey, team 6, team 6.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 55 months.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, 180.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 3, check 3. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mike by 2.
Go.
I'm coming.
Smooth. Ready, ready.
2nd and 9 now.
Watch it slap, watch it slap.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. When the rookie down pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field, the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. short boot. Take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Hurry, hurry!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first.
Jarvis Landry, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got room. The 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 36.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Joe Mixon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mayfield now from the 50. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
132 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
Twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
Buzz. Be ready. Mike 52. Pick me up. Here we go.
Get it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A give running right is Chubb. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time out of Chubb, 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shreds the tackle. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Check 31, check 31.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.